Turning to the race for governor now. Planned Parenthood is now endorsing Democrat Hannah Pingree 4 years after the Supreme Court overturned the national right to abortion. Here's Phil Hirschkorn.
Planned Parenthood says 1/3 of American women now live in states where there's no legal access to abortion, and that states are the front lines of reproductive rights.
Access to safe, legal, non-judgmental care can change the course of someone's life.
As an example, the group called on Rachel Duddy, a teacher and mother of a 2.5-year-old daughter. Duddy terminated a pregnancy 11 years ago.
I look back at my diary entry. I didn't write about the shame or the regret. I wrote about the empowerment.
Duddy joined the Planned Parenthood Action Fund in endorsing Hannah Pingree.
And I want a governor who will fight to ensure that my daughter has the same choices and autonomy over her body that I had over mine.
Nicole Clegg, president and CEO of the Action Fund, said Pingree has a long record of defending and expanding reproductive rights as a state legislator and working for Governor Janet Mills.
She'll be a foil to whatever Trump and Republicans in Congress throw at us.
Pingree said she'd work to enshrine the right to abortion in the Maine Constitution.
So that this is never again a decision that rests on who happens to be in the White House, the legislature, or the governor's office.
Well, in my personal view, abortion is abhorrent.
Pingree and Planned Parenthood called Republican gubernatorial candidate Bobby Charles an anti-abortion extremist. In a statement to us, Charles said, "I'm a constitutional lawyer and will uphold any existing state and federal laws as governor." Pingree and Planned Parenthood portrayed independent gubernatorial candidate Rick Bennett's record as inconsistent, having voted to defund family planning and voting against legalizing later in pregnancy abortions. Planned Parenthood gave him a 56% rating in 2023. In a written statement to us, Bennett said, "I have always supported a woman's right to choose. More than 3 decades ago, I co-sponsored the law that codified Roe v. Wade into Maine law. And last year, I was proud to earn a 92% rating from Planned Parenthood Maine Action Fund, reflecting strong, consistent support for reproductive health access with patient protections. Women deserve the freedom, privacy, and dignity to make their own health care decisions, and I continue to support those protections today."
I will defend access to reproductive health care in every single part of the state. Not just in Portland or Bangor, but in rural Maine too, where a woman could already be more than an hour from her nearest health care provider.
Pingree said her other priorities as governor would include making sure family planning clinics are adequately funded and stockpiling the abortion pill, mifepristone. In Portland, Phil Hirschkorn for News Center, Maine.